Welcome to the show, Simi.
Hey, Supreet.
Sanjay Dutt's verdict has been out for a couple of days. Bollywood से बहुत से reaction आ रहे हैं. I want to know what's your reaction to all those reactions.
Well, Supreet, to begin with, yes, we do feel bad for Sanjay Dutt because he has been part of our industry, and of course, all of us know him, and it does touch our lives. You know, whatever happens in Bollywood does affect us, all of us, in some way or the other. In कई बार एक छोटे वे में हमें टच करता है या बड़े वे में हमें टच करता है. And everything good makes us happy, and अगर कुछ बुरा होता है, it does make us sad. But the fact is that when it's a legal matter, we have to learn to control our feelings.
Lots of comments have come in on microblogging websites as well, especially from Bollywood's very own Karan Johar.
Yes, in fact, I was quite surprised because I think he's one of our intelligent thinking directors, very in with the trends, and usually he does make very sensible statements. But this time when Karan Johar said that, you know, as long as he's saying my heart goes out to Sanjay Dutt, yes, I agree with him. He has worked with him. He has done Agnipath with him. In fact, he's one of the main reasons Sanjay Dutt managed to make such a big comeback as a villain, you know, in Agnipath. So Karan Johar का दिल दुखे वो मैं समझ सकती हूँ, हमारा सबका दिल दुख रहा है. But जब Karan Johar ये कह रहे हैं that Sanjay Dutt does not deserve this, I think that's a little unfair because who are we to judge the Supreme Court? Who are we to judge the verdict? I don't think we have the authority. I don't think we have the legal prowess. We are not experts in that matter. And none of these people who have been giving their reactions on microblogging sites have the knowledge. Not you, not me, not anybody in Bollywood has that legal degree to be crying out foul and saying that, you know, this is not a fair judgment and that Sanjay Dutt should not be going to jail. You can pour your heart out, but I will come to that later. जैसे कि अरशद वासी बोल रहे हैं कि Sanjay Dutt is not a criminal. This is too harsh a decision. अब मैं उनके sentiments समझ सकती हूँ. वो उनके circuit हैं, वो उनके मुन्ना भाई थे. All that is fine. We all understand that. For him to say that this is a harsh verdict and all that, well, Arshad Warsi, I want to ask you, who are you? Are you Jolly LLB? No, you are not. So you know what? You are disrespecting the court again here. And then we have a brilliant guy like Kunal Kohli. I mean, मुझे नहीं पता था कि उनके दिमाग में इतने grey cells हैं. अब तक तो वो चुपचाप बैठे थे तो he used to come across intelligent to me. And now I've realized that we have filmmakers like Kunal Kohli. उनकी statement में तो पढ़ के हैरान रह गई हूँ. He is saying the case should not be made about Sanjay Dutt. We should catch the real criminals in Pakistan. I mean, आप कहाँ से कहाँ लेके जा रहे हो इस केस को? We are talking about the 93 blasts and you are taking it to Osama bin Laden and you are talking about Pakistan. Hello, I mean, just stick to where we are talking about. So, I mean, this is completely out of sync. Then we have Jaya Prada, who's member of parliament, and she's saying that this is very unfortunate and that Sanjay Dutt is innocent, and she's saying this on national television, and she's member of parliament, and she's showing zero respect to the verdict that has been given by the Supreme Court. Do they even understand what is the authority and what respect the Supreme Court deserves from citizens like us? And then we have Vishal Shekhar, fame के हमारे music director जो हैं Vishal Dadlani. He says कि Sanjay Dutt has served enough mental torture for 20 years. तो मतलब वो अपना verdict खुद दे रहे हैं फिर से, मतलब कि हमारे Supreme Court बेचारे तो चुप करके बैठ जाएं. That's what he's trying to implicate here. And then of course I think in hindsight he realized that what he may have said is kind of not being nice to the court, or somebody may have corrected him, or maybe wisdom dawned on him. And then there was another kind of change of statement where he said, I'm not contesting whether this is right or wrong. I mean, he's talking about the verdict, but he says my heart goes out to him and it breaks my heart, which again I agree with. I understand his sentiments. I would probably feel the same, whether it's for Sanjay Dutt, whether it's for his kids, whether it's for his wife Manata Dutt, or for the rest of his family. But when it comes down to, you know, running down the Supreme Court and the judgment, I think that is very unfair. So when the entire Bollywood is reacting in this manner, where they're running down the Supreme Court, they're insulting one of the highest authorities in our country, which I think is completely unfair.
So Simi, why do you think that Bollywood is so wrong in giving such judgments out themselves?
Supreet, because I think जैसे ही verdict आया, जैसे ही Sanjay Dutt के against verdict सुनाया गया, and the moment we saw it on the television channels, and Bollywood started writing against the verdict, you know, on microblogging sites, and who are they to talk about it? Had they seen and read the judgment that was given from the apex court? No, I don't even think that the lawyers had got it in their hands, not even his own lawyers probably. It had just been announced. So until you have read the judgment, who are you to decide that this is an unfair verdict? So the Bollywood people were sitting in their homes and चलो उनके हाथ में एक iPad आ गया है तो टिक 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 you just start typing. तो आपने क्या judgment पढ़ा है कि आप judge कर रहे हैं उनको? So who are you to judge the judgment when you've not even read the verdict? Secondly, It has taken 20 years for a team of experts to come to the judgment. It has not been done over 20 days. It has been done over 20 years. Secondly, we even gave Kasab more than 2 years of justice and a fair trial. So do you think we're going to be unfair to our own people? Also, they are saying that, you know, this whole thing has been unfair to Sanjay Dutt. How? There were so many people who went inside jail for the same case. They were languishing inside for 20 years. They did not get a chance to come out. Sanjay Dutt got a chance to come out. He could relaunch his career. He could travel abroad. He could sleep in AC comfort. He could become famous again. He could become successful again. He could do everything. He was allowed to stand for elections. He could do everything. What about the other people who were involved in this case? They were inside jail. They were not allowed to come out. So many people died inside jail while waiting for justice or probably the verdict. And they did not come out. So ye kaise bol rahe hain this is unfair to Sanjay Dutt? He only has to go back inside for 3.5 years. There are other people who got life imprisonment, and there are people who did not come out at all for 20 years. Sanjay Dutt did come out. He got a chance with his career. He was allowed to make foreign trips. He was allowed to do everything while he was under trial. And they're saying it's unfair. I mean, why are you running down the system that has taken 20 years to contemplate, to think about it, and then come to this verdict? So I don't think we should be running down the system. Secondly, if we are not going to respect our Supreme Court, which is the highest legal authority, how do you expect the Italians or the other foreign nationals to respect our court when Bollywood is going to make such statements for one of their peers? So I think we should keep that in mind. Next time when we say that our sailors are not coming back, or that, you know, somebody else, or whether it's Pakistan or any other country that's not respecting our legal system, guess what? We may have Bollywood to blame, because these are the kind of stupid statements that they are making today.
Well, Simi, I agree where you're coming from. There's a lot of emotional wrap around this and the statements that are being made, especially when they say that it's unfair because the wife and kids are left behind.
While we are on this whole sympathy wave, I'm sorry, but you know, जब भी कोई पाकिस्तान की बात होती है या terrorism की बात होती है, तो हमारे sentiments ऐसे उभर के आते हैं. But this time, just because it's a celebrity involved or it's a star involved, suddenly we are feeling so sympathetic and we are forgetting that the whole case is about terrorism. And Bollywood has suddenly forgotten that this is about terrorism, this is about innocent people dying, this is about innocent people getting killed. Why aren't we talking to the people who've lost their families in these blast cases? We've suddenly forgotten that. And Sanjay Dutt, we are talking about him, you know, we're talking about his kids and who will bring them up and how they're going to miss him for 3.5 years. They have a great mother to take care of themselves. I don't know why Bollywood is making such a big deal out of this whole sympathy thing, and it's only 3.5 years. So I think they'll pass, and Sanjay Dutt is most welcome to join the whole bandwagon all over again, and hopefully we'll all be waiting for him.